everyone, it's Chrissie and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another apartment renovation. So yes, we're back inside Myshuno again. We're in the Spice District and we're actually in 19 Culpepper house today, where we're going to be building a cute little family kind of apartment. So this is a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. And I have it set up for a couple of aunts. So I have it set up in my head. Obviously, you could have any kinds of Sims living here. But in my head, I thought, maybe a couple of young adult aunts. So basically, twin sisters. They're young adults. And they've maybe recently graduated from university. So in my head, they're maybe like, I don't know, like 23, 24 at the oldest. So they've been out of university for a few years now and they've been working and they're doing really well in their careers, but they do still live together because in my head they're really, really close. They're twins. So they're very close. They love living together and they get along like really, really well. And they actually have an older sister as well, who unfortunately recently passed, and now they've had to take in and kind of like raise their older sister's 2 young boys. So there's a toddler and an infant that has recently joined this household. So those 2 boys are actually sharing a room. So that's kind of why I named it like the aunts raising their nephews apartment. I think that's what I'm going for with the title. But yeah, so in my head, you have these 2 young adult Sims who don't really, they're not really used to, having kids around and stuff. They're very much still young adults. They're still very career-oriented. They, they're still very young, basically, in my head. They didn't really think about having kids anytime soon or, anything like that. But now suddenly they have, a toddler and an infant to take care of. They have, kids around the apartment, and they've kind of had to, adapt to that. So yeah, and not only do they have a toddler and an infant around now, they also have a dog, because in my head, their older sister was a single mom. So, when she passed, they took in obviously their nephews, but also they took their dog. So they still have their dog. They have I don't know what I did kind of create these Sims. I took two of my older Sims and then old Sims that I've created, and I kind of just made nephews for them and the dog. So I don't know why I did that. There was no reason for it, but I don't know. I kind of like doing that. So it helped me to picture them in my head when I was furnishing this. But yeah, they have a dog as well, so later on you will notice me going in and adding some dog food bowls on the balcony, as well as a dog toy box. I didn't add in a dog bed anywhere just because I figured they would probably have a big dog, and I couldn't find anywhere where I could make a big dog bed fit. But in my head, the dog probably just sleeps on one of the couches or on one of their beds with them or something like that, so they don't really mind. But yeah, so that's kind of the family dynamic that I had in my head for this apartment. But like I said, you could obviously have anyone living here. The bedrooms, the 2 bigger bedrooms, are obviously set up for the 2 sisters. So they both have bedrooms that are exactly the same size. Obviously, I tried laying them out a little bit differently. They're also a little bit different with obviously where all of the windows and stuff are, because you can't change the windows on apartments. But yeah, so they have their 2 big bedrooms. There's a big family bathroom as well that has a laundry room off of it too. So this apartment does have laundry. And then there's one kind of smaller room that in my head they've probably converted for the toddler and the infant. So maybe they've gone in, they've kind of repainted it and tried to make it as nice for them as they could. And you'll also notice that in the living room, I kind of put the coffee table at a bit of an angle, kind of it's been pushed out of the way to make room for the playmat for the infant and to make room for the toys and stuff like that as well that I put in the living room. So I don't know, I really kind of like that idea of, having these 2 Sims that they lived in this apartment before before the kids were there. So they've lived in this apartment maybe since they've graduated university, and they got really good jobs in what they do. in my head, one of the sisters is really into painting. She's really into art, and maybe she works as like a freelance graphic designer or a freelance artist. So that's kind of how I set up one of the bedrooms. And then the other bedroom for the other sister, I figured would be for, you know, maybe she's a musician. In my head, I put a piano, like a keyboard, electric keyboard in there, a guitar, a microphone. So in my head, she's probably really into music. Maybe she works as an entertainer, or I don't know, something like that. And then I figured, you know, they had this apartment, and then, you know, when their nephews had to move in, they've kind of had to just like adapt to that. So they've had to make space for it. So maybe the third bedroom was another roommate that they maybe had that has recently moved out, or maybe it was a guest room, or maybe they used it as a, I don't know, maybe like a studio kind of space. So their bedrooms are kind of cramped. I mean, the sisters' bedrooms, they're not cramped, like there's more than enough space for everything. But I tried to make it look like they have had to move some stuff around. So they've had to maybe like push the wardrobe up against the wall, or the bed's been pushed a little bit more towards the wall than it usually would have been, or they've had to like get rid of one of their end tables to make room, or, you know, stuff like that. So maybe their hobby items, or like their career items, like the keyboard or the like painting easel, stuff like that, used to be in the third bedroom, but they've had to move it into their own rooms to make room for their nephews. So yeah, that's kind of the idea that I wanted to go for with this apartment. I also tried to incorporate a couple of like younger looking items. So the dining room table, for example, I figured, you know, maybe that's something that they got at the flea market at some point, and it's like full of stickers and like doodles and stuff like that, and they just really like the look of it, so they brought it home. So I tried to make the apartment feel, yes, modern and kind of like put together a little bit. Like a lot of the furniture is very new, and they've bought like sets of furniture. But I also wanted to put in a couple of items that have a little bit more character, like that dining room table, or, you know, you'll notice with the dining chairs, there's 3 chairs that match, and then the 4th chair is a totally different chair. So I figured, you know, maybe they found this table at the flea market, and maybe they found the chairs there as well, but the set was incomplete, so they only had 3 dining chairs instead of 4. So they have like a random 4th chair there. And, you know, maybe they've pushed the dining table like a little bit more against the couch to make space for some of the toddler and infant high chairs that they now need. So that's why it's a little bit more squished against the couch, and that like 4th chair doesn't actually work. So yeah, stuff like that. I tried to make it look like they've had to move stuff around a little bit, had to reorganize some things to make space for their basically much bigger household now. But yeah, that's basically the entire living room and dining room space. We've moved on to one of the sisters' bedrooms. This is the artist room, and then the one at the back is obviously for the musician, and then the little room in the middle is going to be for the like toddler and infant. They're going to be sharing a room. But yeah, that is basically this entire apartment. The apartment does have a balcony that I just put a little picnic table on. I think I put a couch, not a couch, but like a bench, like a city living wooden bench out there, and just a grill, and that's basically it. I didn't go too crazy with the balcony. I also put the dog food bowls out there, as well as a yoga mat, so maybe one of the sisters are like really into doing yoga or something. So yeah, that's just another activity out on the balcony. But I figured, you know, with their nephews moving in, they probably don't have a lot of time for themselves apart from work and then taking care of their nephews and the dog and everything like that. So maybe they used to entertain quite a bit, but they haven't really had the time for it since they've moved in. So yeah, I figured, you know, that would probably be enough for the balcony. But yeah, that's basically this entire apartment, you guys. I don't know if I'm going to mention anything else about it as we go on, but it is up on the gallery if you want to go ahead and download it. My gallery ID is ChrissieYT, same as all of my social media stuff as well, like Twitter is just ChrissieYT, Facebook. I recently joined the Threads app, which I will leave linked down below. It's it's made by the same company as Instagram. It's kind of like an offshoot of Instagram, which I don't really use Instagram all that much anymore, like at all. But I did make a new account so that I could download Threads, and I've been spending a lot of time on there. Like, I've been spending more time on Threads the past couple of days than I have on Twitter, which is saying a lot because I'm usually on Twitter 24/7. But yeah, I will leave my Threads link down below as well, because it's a really nice app, and if Twitter ends up going down the drain at some point, then yeah, you can always find me on Threads. My Discord link is also always linked in every video description, so yeah, definitely go ahead, join us over on Discord. It's completely free as well, so if you guys want to get in touch with me, spend some time with our community or anything like that, then yeah, Discord is a great place to do that. Now, Discord, like I said, is completely free. It's open to the public, but there is some special part of Discord, special channels that I have set up only for channel members. If you guys want a more quiet space, then yeah, that's a great place to find that. Channel members also get early access to my tray files for my builds and all of that stuff, so you don't have to wait 3 weeks to get the tray files if that's something that you're interested in, as well as a bunch of other perks and stuff that will all be in the description. The perks aren't in the description, but if you click the little join button that's next to the subscribe button, it'll bring up a channel membership thing where you can read all about it. I haven't mentioned channel memberships in quite a while, so I just thought I should explain that. But yeah, it's a really fun way to get something extra from the channel, as well as support me and the channel in a more monetary way, if that's something that you're ever capable of doing. Obviously, it's never expected, but I always appreciate my channel members so freaking much. You guys are absolutely incredible. So yeah, go ahead, check that out if that's something that you might be interested in. But yeah, so something else that I just wanted to mention, because I don't think I have mentioned it yet, or I might have, I don't know. But this past week has been a lot. I've talked about it over on Twitter and Threads, but this past week, I had a migraine, the whole week. It was absolutely horrible. It ended up being something to do with my blood pressure, so I'm not going to go into it too much, but basically, it set me back a lot with everything that I needed to get done. I have a lot of work that I need to get done within, especially the first half of July, and the past week has set me back a lot. So honestly, I was hoping to get 2 videos out this week. You guys are probably seeing this video on Tuesday or something, and I'm hoping to get 2 videos out this week, but honestly, I don't think I will be able to. So this week and then next week as well, I mean, up until the expansion comes out next week, which it's coming out on the 20th. So between now and then, we might only have 1 video this week, and I don't know if I'll get a video out next week before the expansion drops, or I don't know, I might just wait for the expansion pack next week, if I'm being honest. I have a video that's done, a build that's done for my save file, that has been done for a couple of weeks now, but there's a lot of editing for that I need to do, and I just don't have the time. I have way too much other stuff that I need to get done this week. So yeah, you guys might only see 1 video from me this week, unless we have some sort of announcement or trailer or something that drops sometime in the week. Then I'll do a reaction to that or whatever. But yeah, otherwise it will probably be a 1 video kind of week, and then I'll see you guys probably next week when the expansion pack comes out, when the Horse Ranch expansion comes out, because I have a lot of ideas for that, and I really want to, there's a lot of stuff that I want to share with you guys about that, and about the process of me building for it. Like I already mentioned, I built 3 lots for that pack, which is absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to tell you guys more about that whole process and all of that stuff when I can. But yeah, so this week is probably going to be a little bit quieter on the channel, and I hope you guys don't mind. But I know a lot of you actually you guys are all actually very understanding and very nice. So yeah, I really appreciate all of your support and everything on the channel. Especially recently, the channel has hit like 9,000 subscribers this month, and it was absolutely amazing. The channel has grown so much the past couple of months. It's insane, and I couldn't be more grateful to all of you guys, especially because the past couple of months have been absolute hell for me in my personal life. So having the channel and having you guys that are all so nice and supportive and amazing has just helped out so much. And yeah, you guys really just mean a lot to me. And I'm sorry this video has turned into such a sappy ramble, which I'm recording this really late, so that's probably why I'm very tired. But anyway, moving on, we've moved on to the bathroom. So yeah, it's a very nice sized bathroom, more than enough space for everyone. I did put in a toddler potty, obviously, and I wanted to make it look like they have a couple of toys in the bath, you know, for when they bathe the toddler and the infant. And then we just have the little laundry kind of space off to the side of it. And then the last thing that we're going to be working on is the balcony, which I already told you guys everything that's on the balcony, so yeah. But with all of that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give the video a like. If you're new to the channel and you'd like to see some more Sims content, feel free to hit the subscribe button and turn on notification bell as well to be notified of whenever I upload a new video. But yeah, like I said, it is up on the gallery if you want to download it. It's not pack restricted, but there isn't any custom content in it. But with all of that said, I think we're gonna go ahead, cut this video off right here and jump into the game so that I can give you guys a live tour of the finished build. Okay, so here we are in the Spice District in the 19 Culpepper house apartment that we just furnished. But yeah, so this is the top-down view of the apartment, of the layout. I'm gonna turn the grid on for you guys as well in case you wanted to see that. But as you come into the apartment, you just have this cute little like coat rack area. We have a little utility closet in there with the like fuse box. We have obviously the toys for the dog, you know, all of that stuff. We have a little bookcase in the hallway, a little cube shelf. That definitely makes this place look like, you know, there's some younger Sims living here. Because in my head, obviously, like I said, I figured that the Sims that live here would be young adults, so, and only like a couple of years out of university. So yeah, they have a little cube shelf. We have a desk space over here right in the corner with some clutter, obviously. Then we have the nice living room space that like I mentioned in the voiceover, I wanted to make this apartment look like they have a couple of newer items like sets that they bought. So maybe they got, you know, obviously coffee table, end table, this entertainment space, like entertainment unit, all like at once as a set. But they also have some more colorful things that they've gotten at like the flea market, like this coffee table and, you know, some of those paintings, you know, stuff like that. But I really like the way this apartment turned out. So yeah, we have a nice big living room where I have the coffee table kind of like moved out of the way to make space for the little playmat for the infant. Through here we have the kitchen, which definitely looks a lot newer than you might expect, like it's been renovated recently. So yeah, we have all new counters and cabinets, very clean, very modern looking, which I definitely feel fits the vibe of the Sims that I have over here. But yeah, they probably don't really cook all that much, so yeah, it's not super like cluttered or anything like that, but I really like the way it looks. And then through the kitchen, obviously you have access to the little balcony outside, where I just have the grill, a little picnic table, a bench, you know, the dog food bowls and a little yoga mat. But going back into the apartment, right off of the entryway is actually where the bathroom is. So we have the nice like main bathroom space with the little laundry area off of it too. So yeah, that's a little bathroom, everything your Sims could possibly need. And then off of the little hallway, we have the musician's bedroom. So like the musician's sister, which I absolutely love the way this room turned out. This whole apartment was very much a, like, I tried not to overthink all of my decorating choices. So if I put something down, I tried to just go with it and like vibe with it and like take it and run with it. So yeah, I really like the way this apartment turned out. But yeah, I love the way this bedroom turned out. I love the way like it looks, you know, maybe they've had to move stuff around, like I mentioned, like she's had to make space for her music stuff. So maybe the wardrobes and stuff used to be over on that side. She has a little crooked bookshelf over here in the corner. If you move the chair out of the way, you can see it even better. But yeah, there's this little crooked like bookshelf that came with the basement clutter kit. That's over here in this corner. Obviously a little microphone, guitar, you know, all of the musical kind of stuff. Now back through the living room, through the dining room is actually where we have the little infant and toddler's bedroom. So they do share a room, like I said, but we have a little toddler bed over in this corner with a rocking chair, little bookcase, tablet, you know, obviously a changing table. We have some toys, we have a little infant crib as well, and then just some cute things up on the walls. I tried, like I said, not to make it too over cluttered and over decorated, but I still wanted to make it look like, you know, they've tried making this a nice space for their nephews to be. And then the last room that we have is the other sister's bedroom. This is the artist's bedroom. So she has her easel, she has a couple of like aprons on the wall that I thought maybe she'd wear when she's painting, so she doesn't like make all of her clothes full of paint and stuff. But she also has an electronic sketch pad, obviously. She has the easel. There's a camera over here as well as some more like sketch pad, like clutter stuff that I love. And yeah, that's basically the whole bedroom and the whole apartment, which, like I said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. But yeah, so that is it for this video. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the video, all of that stuff. Give it a like, you know, all of the regular YouTube stuff. And I do apologize if my voice sounded a little bit weird in this video. I am currently sick when I'm recording this, so I've been coughing a lot and I'm like really congested. So if my voice or throat or anything sounds weird, like I said, I do apologize. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys all in my very next video. Bye everyone.